Chapter 42. September 2001. Although playing guitar and helping my dad with work on the ranch took up a lot of my time, it didn't work out my anger that much. On the first day of the 8th grade, I got into a fight with some bully who was trying to fight with a senior boy by the name of Rick. Although Rick was older, I saw right away that he had no fighting skills. I'd seen him before and thought that he was cute, but he'd never noticed me. It was a shame that he was staring at me in shock as I brought the wrath of Angel down on that bully. I guess that was okay. If I had been looking for a boyfriend, I would have wanted one that could at least defend himself. The school coach broke up our little wrestling match, and rather than reporting us, he made us both run the football field 5 times. Both of us grumbled, but once I ran the field for the first time, I realized that I felt better. I felt free. The next 4 times were icing on the cake, and I was ready to run 5 more. By the time I'd run 2 more times, the guy I was fighting with had finally finished his first 5. The coach looked at me and said, "Show up tomorrow for track practice. Maybe that might keep you out of trouble." The next day he put me on the track team. They had a hard time getting recruits for the team because most kids helped out in a family's farm and because we lived in a small town. Daddy was okay with it. He had someone that could help if I wasn't there, and he was hoping that maybe I'd finally make a worthwhile friend. I barely tolerated anyone on the team, but I could run, that was for sure. I had the endurance and the speed, which I was extremely conceited about. We came close to winning the title that year, which was closer than the school had ever come to winning in several years. I also took away from it that the people that participated in sports treated me worse than my regular classmates. They claimed I was a show-off, that I'd swooped in and made their accomplishments look meaningless. I hadn't thought of being on the team would be worse. It was also during this time that Daddy paid for me to take lessons from a first-rate guitar player and a songwriter. I learned so many things from him about the music industry, and he seemed amazed at my talent for guitar. He taught me so much more about songwriting than I already knew. It was during this time that I wrote a song called Brownstone that had a really complicated guitar solo in it. I didn't think the song was good, and I never mentioned it. I would have continued studying with him, but it had put us back financially for me to study with him for a month. Plus someone, usually a relative of Bob's, had to drive me there. It was a 2-hour drive, and the guy didn't live there. He had relatives there and was only visiting for a month. He lived 2 states away.